A bag of thrift store pencils, cheaper than Xanax. If you happen to be wired exactly like me, then nothing calms the mind like going through a grab bag of pencils you picked up at your local thrift. There's a date here that I don't know when I'm going to release this, but probably not too long after that. These were new arrivals at my thrift shop, which I visit probably weekly, and often will grab these Ziploc baggies full of pencils. Usually they're 50 cents to 75 cents. This one a little bit bigger, a little more stuff in it. So this one was $1. And it's nice, they're transparent bags, so you can look through and see if there's anything that looks interesting before you bring it home. But part of the fun is to find neat little surprises once you do. So I'm going to, I haven't opened it yet since bringing it home. I'm going to slice this open. They have it with packing tape, so you can't just pick out your favorites. I'll slice it open and we'll take a look. There's almost certainly a safer way to do this than with a razor, but it's what I have handy. Can't even get it apart. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we've got. All right, so first things first, bundled up here separately are the crappy coated Disney monstrosities. Let's change the focus there a little bit. You can see these must be such horrendous pencils that whoever owned them before attempted to try to sharpen it and then just gave up halfway and donated the rest. So those will likely be redonated, maybe to a different thrift, in hopes that a more appropriate owner will claim them. All right, so here's another redonate or trash mechanical pencil, cheap disposable mechanical. All right, so my first major score for my collection, Eagle Chemi-Sealed Alpha. It has the kind of Thunderbird Eagle logo there. A nice gold foil. It's a fat beginner's pencil, which I assume the alpha means like beginner, young, probably designed for kindergartners or elementary school kids. I have another one similar to this, but for some reason the previous owner began sharpening it at this end as if they were left-handed or just didn't know better, so it was eating into the nice graphics here. So it's nice to have one where they sharpened it properly. What else do we have? There's one I've not heard of before. Alco. It's got the price on it, 5 cents. That's not bad for a pencil. Made in Taiwan. Unsharpened. Looks like a nice enough #2 standard pencil. This one looks familiar, but it's... Oh, lost one. We have one casualty. Alright, so this one has a ferrule on it that looks kind of like a barrel or a Papermate Murado, they call them now. But this one is an Everwrite, made in USA, 123, #2 pencil bonded. Taken some damage there. Don't know anything about these. Never heard of it. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is, unless Everwrite is the manufacturer. Here's the pencil that got away. It's round, so it rolled right off. Advertising pencil, Jackson Production Credit Association. All right, here's another win for my collection, I'll call it. An Eagle Comfort. It's got this nice silver foil print on it. Comfort 602. It's a number 3 pencil. And has a old-looking ferrule that's surprisingly shiny for its age. This eagle emblem here is my favorite version of the eagle logo. The Thunderbird is nice, but I just prefer this one. I'm not sure which came first, but I believe this was before the Thunderbird. Attractive pencil in light blue. I have some other Eagle Comfort. An entire box of them, 12. I think maybe only 10 were in the box, but when I brought it home, I was really pleased to find on the opposite surface from the Eagle logo was a railroad company name, so it was produced for a railroad. This one does not have that, but it does say chemi sealed, super bonded, and I think made in USA. Yeah, so blew one of those. This is an interesting looking, kind of a metallic seafoam green, or maybe a dark seafoam. West Franklin School. No other manufacturer marks on that. Their advertising pencil for the Kroger Company. Relatively modern pencil. It's got the website on it. This must be a maybe for a Vacation Bible School or some such prize. Voyage to the deep, oh the depths of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God, Romans 11:33. The Regular Baptist Press. So probably something they gave out to kids in Sunday school or Vacation Bible School or some such. Here's a kind of a filthy green number 2 that says Front Runner. Front Runner 123, number 2 pencil. Never heard of that either. There's another Eagle Comfort in blue. This one sharpened. Whoever sharpened that used a long point sharpener. Here's another one of those Baptist Sunday School pencils. Looks like maybe advertising of some type. What does it say? Because you're worth it. OEA? Don't know what that is. Another West Franklin School, kind of a metallic blue-green. This one is printed for a lefty. Washington National Insurance Company, Evanston, Illinois, specialist in teacher group insurance. It's a round advertising pencil. Another duplicate there for that insurance. Ditto. Tinsel-tint. I have a couple others of these, I think in red and green or red and blue. It's a metallic paint job on it. It's from Eberhard Faber, made in USA. 3801, number 2, tinsel-tint. This one's seen some abuse. It's a little rough. The other ones I have are pristine, and they're just beautiful pencils when they're factory fresh. This one has been beat up a bit, but still probably a keeper. You don't see those very often. West Franklin School. There's another Front Runner, 123. It's pretty standard yellow number 2. A couple more of these advertising pencils. USEC advertising pencil, don't know what that is either. But look at that. In a baggie of $1 baggie of pencils. I have found 2 of these bullet pencils, which are hard to come by, and generally you're going to pay more than $1 each for these, if you do find them. My glasses are not up to the task, but this looks interesting. Okay, so it says, ready for school. Can I answer yes to them all? Are my ears clean, teeth brushed, hands washed, fingernails clean? Is my hair brushed, face washed, neck clean, handkerchief fresh? Are my clothes neat, stockings clean, shoes shined? My looking glass will tell me. Have I said my prayers? That is fantastic. I love this. Got the little faces on it. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. See if there's an actual pencil in here, if it'll come open. Oh, looky there. That is neat. That's a keeper. I am pleased to have that. Yep, no eraser on that. And the eraser on the bullet pencil, I'm sure, is hard as a rock. But what a treat that is. I mean, that dates it. Look at that. Things that... Are your fingernails clean before going to school? Is your handkerchief fresh? Are your shoes shined? Don't know when this was made, but it was a long time ago. And then this other, I'm curious about this one. It looks like a double layer. Maybe, I'm not sure whether I will peel that off and see what's underneath. It looks like scripture verses underneath. Matthew 28:30, Matthew 7:1. Psalm 37:16, but then this other layer on top that's half ripped off. When you feel lonely, turn. So it probably has scripture references here next to it originally. Places to find in scripture for each of these scenarios. If your pocketbook is empty, if you have an enemy, sorry. If you judge others, I do. Kind of a white glossy coating on this metallic pencil. Also hard eraser on that. And let's see, we got a little stub of a pencil left on this one. That one's a keeper too. I mean, anytime I find a bullet pencil, that's a good day. And a couple of them in a $1 grab bag. So you take those along with a few of these other interesting pencils, especially the Alpha. I mean, I'd pay more than $1 for those alone. And then you've got tinsel-tint. You don't see those very often. A couple of pencils I've never heard of, like the Front Runner. Even these advertising pencils from the West Franklin School are kind of cool old pencils. Equal Comfort. Yeah, this was a fun grab bag. I'm glad I brought this one home. While the Bibles and prayer books and such have dried up mostly at my local thrift, you can still find some fun things if you collect a variety of things. All right, well, thanks for helping me to reduce my anxiety levels today as I went through this. I feel better already. Thanks for coming along with me. Maybe this kind of thing would help with your anxiety, or maybe you have other ideas that I might like to try. Let me know. Join the conversation. Keep watching my channel for things that may or may not interest you. Watch what you like what you watch. Thanks for joining me today. Hope to see you here again next time.